A few weeks back we compared the new turbocharged front-wheel drive Honda Civic Type R with its two key hot hatch rivals, and it blitzed them both against the stopwatch. So today we're back at the exact same circuit in Wales to see if the new four-wheel drive Audi RS3 and the rear-wheel drive BMW M3 can beat the Honda's scorching lap time of just 46.5 seconds. Stay tuned, because despite the M3 costing 15 grand more than the Audi and 25 grand more than the Honda, you might be surprised by the result.
Okay, so I'm going to do the RS3 first. Why not? I would be frankly amazed if this thing doesn't beat the Civic's time around here. I know it's quite a nudgy little circuit, but it's got 362 horsepower, 465 newton meters of torque, so it's a fair bit more potent than the Civic Type R. It weighs a bit more than the Civic though, which could be kind of crucial around here. It weighs 1,520 kilograms, but importantly, that means it weighs less than the M3. I really don't know. I mean, it's four-wheel drive. It's got all this power. It's got a 7-speed DSG gearbox. It should fly around here, but let's see, starting now. The gearbox feels a bit turgid around there, and the front end isn't biting like it should, like I really want it to. In fact, it's just understeering a lot. That's not great. The trouble is, it means you can't actually use all the power that the RS3 has unquestionably got. But I tell you what though, it does stroll on down that back straight. But again there, I've got understeer. I do not want that. Oh, I'm afraid it sounds great, makes all those kind of quattro-y noises, but it's still a little bit wooden, the RS3, even if it is quite fast. Ooh, okay, it's fast, but it ain't that fast. It is 1/2 of 1 second slower than the Civic Type R went round here, in identical conditions. All of a sudden, 40 grand doesn't seem like quite such a bargain. Let's try the M3 next.
So that's what the RS3 could do, and it still couldn't quite match the Honda. Key question then, can the BMW M3 go any better?
Surely an M3 has to be able to beat both cars, both an RS3 and a Civic Type R. It's got 425 twin turbocharged horsepower, huge amounts more torque than both the Civic and the RS3, and yet it only weighs, well, on the scales, 17 kilograms more than the RS3. Okay, we start the lap. Top gear change, really nice brakes. I've got everything switched off because you just do in an M3, don't you? You just do, and then you use your brain and your right foot to keep everything under control. There's a bit of understeer out onto the back straight, but wow, this thing feels properly hooked up around here, I have to say, and very quick through the chicane to keep the back end nice and neat. Out of this last corner, is it possible to do that? It just wants to get away from me all the time. What's the lap time? What's the lap time? Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that, except I think I do believe it. It's gone faster than the RS3 by 0.3, but it's slower than the Civic Type R by 0.2. That's astonishing. The M3 is slower than the Civic Type R by 0.2. I mean, it's great fun, the M3, especially if you turn everything off. And it's just a kind of matter of managing all the torque that there is that's trying to explode out of the rear tyres and send you sideways everywhere, which is great fun. But it's not the quickest way around this track, especially on that tight kind of nudgy bit just after the lap begins. The M3 is definitely really suffering there compared with the Civic particularly, which I remember, because the Civic has this fantastic front end on it, great brakes, and still goes like a train down the straight. How interesting is that? M3 beats RS3, Civic Type R beats them both.
Click on the video windows to watch a track battle between the Range Rover Sport SVR and Porsche's Cayenne Turbo, or watch our first drive of the new Audi RS3. Click on the play icon to watch our latest video, and on our logo to subscribe to our channel.